So what happened in Fuzhou? A lot of things happened in Fuzhou. First thing I did in China after Shenzhen was get out of Shenzhen. So after I left Shenzhen, I went straight to Fuzhou. To get there, I took the high-speed rail. Now the nice thing about the high-speed rail is that's one of the things China got right. They built a high-speed rail system that goes everywhere. So from Shenzhen to Fuzhou only took about 5 hours. Before coming to Fuzhou, I did zero research. So I wasn't really expecting anything except for a city that was the opposite of Shenzhen, and that's exactly what I got. So the nice thing about this Fuzhou trip was that I got to learn a lot about my dad's growing up experiences. I got to see the old family house, the family village, town next to my family village, and see a lot and hear a lot about what's changed and what has stayed the same. So in my dad's village, there's this temple. It's called the Yang Temple. In my dad's village, there's a lot of people with the surname of Yang, and so they all donated money to build this temple to honor their family and stuff. Here we are in the family house, lighting incense and asking for blessing of sorts. I've never done this before, but I felt so officially Asian while doing this. Here's a traditional burning of paper and creating air pollution practice. Here's my dad and his brother's house, which was passed down from their parents and grandparents before them. Here's the back area of another dinner party. This one was for all the Yang people in the village. They went all out with the food in this one, non-stop food. There were also singers going around singing with people who don't care and just eating their lives away. So pretty much everywhere you go, there's someone or something smoking. That's China for you. So Tianjin, this is a town right next to my dad's town. All the buildings have characters. This area had a stage area also with performers putting on a show. Here's the first of many to come dinner parties. I'm recording my dad who's recording his brother-in-law. Here's some footage of me walking through a village where my dad grew up. Looks like Warner Brothers studio lot, but these are real houses except no one actually lives here anymore. People bring money back from overseas to build the houses and then do nothing with the houses. Seeing my family in China was a little bit strange just because I didn't have a mental image of what China's going to be like or what Fuzhou is going to be like. There's some interesting similarities too between Taiwan because Fuzhou is very close to Taiwan. So the interesting thing is Fuzhou language sounds a lot like original Taiwanese language. The weather is very similar, rains a lot. In summertime I hear it gets very hot. Comparing to Shenzhen, it was so much better because there's a lot more history, there's a lot more culture in Fuzhou. I prefer places with more history, more culture, things to explore, things that have roots in it. And so, you know, Fuzhou definitely delivered on that. I'm sure there's a lot more cities in China that, you know, are very rich in history also. If I can just survive through the air pollution. So yeah, it was culturally rich. People there were more friendlier compared to Shenzhen. Quality of life was better just because it was more slow pace. For a long run, just because of the Great Firewall of China, it makes it really hard for me to, you know, want to live there. Also, the air pollution is not so great. And then the weather in Fuzhou is just like Taiwan, so I'm not a big fan of that kind of weather. It's like tropical and humid. Oh, summertime it's like super hot. You go outside for a few minutes and you're drenched in sweat after a few minutes. It's not very comfortable. All right, so until next time. For now, I'll leave you with some footage of my dad hand washing clothes. This is your moment of Zen.
He 忙着破坏自己